Today we're moving 3 what are called giant guitarfish or white-spotted guitarfish. We're moving them from this system here, in which they've been quarantined for about the past 6-7 weeks or so. We'll be moving them into a transport truck, moving them downtown to go on display. Here comes the big one. Open it up.
Going pretty slowly so far.
This animal that you see right here displays a lot of energy and a tremendous amount of strength.
Okay, we're going 50. Depending upon the needs of the collection, we might have 1,000 small little fish come in one day and 2 big sharks come in the next day.
Moving to the aquarium.
You do have to be aware of the water sloshing in the back. And, we took great pains to design transports that would minimize that sloshing back and forth.
We understood early on this concept of the wow factor, and everybody grabbed a hold of that. And you can see that the minute people walk into the building, into the atrium, it's wow, because it's big, it's different, it's not what they expected.
We're all in this together. We're all trying to promote conservation. We all want to wow people. There's no getting around that. I mean, we have 4 whale sharks swimming around our exhibit. I'm very proud of them, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of other things in this exhibit to be proud of and to make you go wow as well.
What we're going to try and attempt to do now is take measurements while the animals are acclimating.
Can I get a 3 cc? I think this is putting a little bit too much pressure on the drawback.
We're going to go fork total and pre-caudal.
Metric. Learn it, kids. Learn it.
They have a little microchip right under their skin.
Nice and calm, nothing going on here.
Very nice.
Yeah, this one's like 127.
We have a protocol that we want to follow. Before these animals go into exhibit, we want to make sure that they're healthy. Now, they're not going to go right on exhibit. They're going to be, while they're in the exhibit water, they're going to be in a holding pool so that we can make sure they're happy and they're healthy in their new home.
Working with these fish and mammals isn't just a job to this staff. It's their passion for marine life that keeps them on call to care for animals and help spread the message of conservation and preservation.
It's definitely not a 9-to-5 job. There are days where you're going to be here 12 to 14 hours. There are days when you could be here 20 hours. You're always on call. Because when they're sick, they don't follow a schedule. They don't care that it's 10 p.m. on a Friday night. If they're not feeling well, that's when we work on them.
The Georgia Aquarium and its staff is aware of the critics who are opposed to holding marine and wildlife in captivity. They say everyone is entitled to their opinion, but also want to make sure everyone is aware of the alternative.
These whale sharks would not be swimming at all if not for the Georgia Aquarium. They were destined to be harvested legally in Taiwan, but instead we bought them from the fishermen who captured them and brought them here. Make no bones about it, they were destined for a dinner plate.
But at the Georgia Aquarium, there are 3 members of the species not destined for the dining room. After several weeks of acclimation and observation, the bowmouths are ready to join the 6.2 million gallon Ocean Voyager exhibit.
You've planned this out in your head 100 times. There's always something can go wrong. Watch, we'll get him right to the door and he'll turn right and come on right back into this small area.
A little bit more.
Janet, bring the top of the net to me, please. Over here.
Occasionally we have to help him out a little bit, but that's what the net's for, is just to provide kind of a moving wall. And although they think their area is getting smaller and smaller, all of a sudden they go out this little door and boom, is this huge new expansive Ocean Voyager exhibit to swim in. Turn them loose, doing the best that you can, and you keep your fingers crossed.
biodiversity, worldwide biodiversity, so many different stories. Just Ocean Voyager here alone can tell so many different stories that turn in that great story, an incredible story that talks about how we interact with the ocean and how we impact the ocean and what it means to us. Now we have some more animals coming in. It's some new animals that come through quarantine. It's all part of that circle of life, and it leads to learning more about the circle of life out there with Mother Nature.